everyone. How are you all? I, Bhumika Vasyani, welcome you all to learn English with Saraswati Group of Education. Today, we are going to move a step forward in the path of learning chapter 1, that is the dream catcher. As you know, the word dream itself, when we speak, many things come to our mind. Everybody has dreams. Some or the other time, some days we have Fizz Wizard. What is a Fizz Wizard? Fizz Wizard means a wonderful dream. And on some days we have Troggle Humper. What is a Troggle Humper? That is a nightmare. Nightmare is bad dreams, which can be a scary also. So, in this chapter, we are going to talk about dreams. And there is one word after the word dream in the title, that is catcher. Now, who is going to catch the dreams? Can we catch dreams? That is the first question. Here, we are going to find out the answers to all your questions from the chapter. So, are you ready to begin the journey of learning this exciting chapter, exciting story? Oh yes, there is one character in our story. That is a giant. And when I say giant, you will imagine a superhuman of very huge size, having long hands, long legs, big ears, big nose, having something in the hand to hit around, and angry all the time. But in this story, in this chapter, we are going to come across a character of giant which is different from others. Yes, but now, how is he different from others? All those things we are going to find out once we start reading the chapter. So, are you all ready? Buckle up your seat belts. And I suggest that when we are studying, when we are reading this chapter, this story, you have to keep your English textbook in front of you so that you can relate to what am I talking about. You can relate to the new words which we have already learned in the previous session.
Okay, children, please take out your textbook. Please open page number 1. Let's read the title of the chapter. The Dream Catcher, where dreams float around. That means we are going to go into the dream world. This is written by Roald Dahl. He was one of the best children's book writers. And you know something? He was a huge fan of chocolates. After every meal, he used to offer chocolates to his friends and family from a little red box. And due to that only, he got inspiration to write the story Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Some of you might have seen the movie also, which is based on this same thing. And this chapter, The Dream Catcher also, it is not the actual book which is we are going to study. It is a part of the novel. The name of the novel is The BFG. Okay. The Dream Catcher is an extract taken from that novel. It is a small chapter which is taken from that whole novel. Okay. The BFG is a story about a giant who hunts and captures dreams in a bottle. He blows these dreams into children's ears when they are asleep. Now you might be thinking that, ma'am, can anybody catch dreams? But yes, we can just imagine and take the advantage of this wonderful story and imagine all the things which we are going to study in this chapter. Okay? Let us go to page number 2. The big friendly giant put the suitcase on the ground. He opened the suitcase and took out several empty jars, which were of glass. He set them ready on the ground, with their screw tops removed. Okay, now here we are going to learn the description of the big friendly giant. Look at the 3 words put up in his name. That is big, friendly, giant. Now generally whenever we have heard about any giant, we have found that those giants are very angry and those are very scary, they are very unfriendly and they are ready to hit us. Okay, but here this giant is little different from big, but he is friendly too. Now what is he having in his hand? Just observe the picture. He is having net in his hand. And till now where we read the story, it is written that he came and he put his suitcase, that is a bag, okay, he opened it and he took out several empty glass jars, that means glass bottles, and he set them ready on the ground. He kept all the bottles on the ground with their screw tops removed, that means their lids. He opened the bottles, kept the lids aside, and he kept them ready. For what? Let us find out that why was he keeping the bottles on the ground. Then he stood up very straight. His head was now high up in the swirling mist and it kept disappearing, then appearing again. He was holding the long net in his right hand. Now what is he doing? He stood up straight. His head was now high up in the swirling mist. You can see the swirling mist. Mist means fog. So you can see the whitish part here, that is swirling mist. Okay, fog. So his head was high up in the fog now. And often his head kept disappearing in the fog and then appearing again as the fog floated around or moved away. He was holding the long net in his right hand. Now please listen carefully because you people are going to do the worksheet based on this chapter. So I want all of you to listen carefully. What was he holding? He was holding the long net in his right hand. So saw through the mist that his colossal ears were beginning to swivel out from his head. They began to and fro. Okay, now Sophie is a little girl who is an orphan. Orphan means the one who is not having any parents. Now this Sophie is a character of a girl who was captured by the giants, other giants, bad giants. And this big friendly giant has saved Sophie from those giants. And now Sophie lives with this big friendly giant. So Sophie also has come with the BFG, that is Big Friendly Giant. She is staring upwards. Staring means she is looking without blinking. She is staring upwards at the BFG. She saw through the mist that his colossal ears, colossal means very large. She saw through the mist, through the fog, that his very large ears were swivel. Swivel means to move, okay, to turn. That his very large ears were moving or turning from one side to another. To and fro means from one side to another. Suddenly, the BFG pounced. Now what happened? Suddenly, the BFG pounced. He catched something. He leaped high in the air and swung the net through the mist with a great swishing sweep of his arm. What happened? The BFG, he leaped in the air and swung the net, make a swishing sound. Now, when we move something swiftly in the air, that sound comes out. Swish. That is that kind of sound which comes. Got him, he cried. A jar. Quick, quick, quick. Sophie picked up a jar and held it up to him. He grabbed hold of it. He lowered the net. Very carefully, he tipped something absolutely invisible from the net into the jar. Now, he asked for a jar, and Sophie picked up a jar and gave it to the giant. And very carefully, the giant put something into the jar, which was invisible. We cannot see anything. He dropped the net and swiftly clapped one hand over the jar. Then he kept the net aside and put his one hand on the jar. The top, he whispered. The jar top, quick! Sophie picked up the screw top and handed it to him. Now he is whispering to Sophie as if someone is trying to escape, and he is trying to talk softly. He asked Sophie to give the lid of the jar to him. He screwed it on tight, and the jar was closed. The BFG was very excited. He held the jar close to one ear and listened intently. Now what happened? He put a lid on the jar and kept it near his ear. He could listen to something. And very attentively, very intently he is trying to listen. It's a wing squiffler, he whispered with a thrill in his voice. He said to Sophie that it is a wing squiffler. It is a wonderful dream. Now, it's even better. It's a fizz wizard. It's a golden fizz wizard. Sophie stared at him. The BFG is saying that it's a fizz wizard. It's a golden fizz wizard. That means it is a very wonderful dream. The rarest of the rare. It is very difficult to find such a good dream. Oh my, he said, holding the jar in front of him. This will be giving some little toddler a very happy night when I is blowing it in. Now please take care. Look here at the last line. When I is blowing it in. We never use I is. But as our BFG is uneducated, he has not gone to school, he has not learned grammar also. Okay, so he is using the wrong grammar. We never use I is, it is I am. So please bear with that. Now here the giant is saying that this dream which he has got, that is very wonderful dream, and some of the little toddlers, they are going to have a very happy night because he is going to blow that wonderful dream into their ears. Is it really a good one? Sophie asked. A good one? He cried. It's a golden fizz wizard. It is not often I is getting one of these. See, again grammatical mistake. Here, Sophie is saying that is it really a good one? You are so much excited to share that, that means it is a really good one. And the BFG says, good one, it is a golden one, means greater than that. He does not get all these type of dreams very often. They are very rare. He handed the jar to Sophie and said, please be still as a starfish now. He is asking Sophie to be still, not to move, and she has to act like a starfish. I is thinking, there may be a whole swarm of fizz wizards up here today. He is telling to Sophie that you do not move. And I think that there are many more to come. Such golden fizz wizards, such golden wonderful dreams. They are on their way. And do kindly stop breathing. You is terribly noisy down there. He is telling Sophie that she has to stop breathing. Now you can imagine, can one stop breathing? No. But the BFG is telling to Sophie that you have to listen down your noise. You are very noisy. I haven't moved a muscle, Sophie said. That means she is telling that I haven't moved. Then don't, the BFG answered sharply. The giant is telling not to move. Once again, he stood up tall in the mist, holding his net at the ready. Now again the BFG is ready to catch one more fizz wizard. He thinks that there are many more fizz wizards coming on his way. Then came the long silence, the waiting, the listening, and at last, with surprising suddenness, came the leap and the swish of the net. Another jar, he cried. Quick, quick, quick! Now, the BFG is asking Sophie not to move and not to make noise. He is thinking that there are many more golden dreams coming up. He is trying to catch them. And then he waited for them. And again he jumped and got one of the dream. Now he is asking for a jar to Sophie. When the second dream was safely in the jar and the top was screwed down, the BFG held it to his ear. Now, just like first golden fizz wizard, he put this dream also into another jar and kept it closed. Then he lifted the jar and put it close to his ear. He wanted to listen something. Now let us see, what is it? Oh no, he cried. Oh, mince my maggots. Oh, swipe my swoggles. He's telling, see, these type of words do not have any literal meaning, but these type of words are used when we are worried so much. So here, when the BFG had put the jar near his ear, he was worried. Now why was he worried? Let us see. What's the matter? Sophie asked. It's a Troggle Humper, he shouted. His voice was filled with fury and anguish. He said it's a Troggle Humper. That means it's a nightmare. It's a bad dream. And he was very unhappy. Oh, save our souls. Hey all, look here in the first line. There it is written solos. That is a wrong spelling. As I said, our BFG is uneducated, so he does not know to spell correctly. That is actually the spelling of souls. S-O-U-L-S. But here it is written wrongly because that is spoken by the BFG. Oh, save our souls, he cried. Deliver us from weasels. The devil is dancing on my dibbler. He is telling, as I said, all these words do not have any literal meaning, but they are spoken whenever we are worried so much, whenever we are unhappy so much at that time. Let us go to the next paragraph. What are you talking about? Sophie said. The BFG was getting more distressed every moment. Now, Sophie is observing the BFG. She is worried that why BFG is acting like this. Why is he so unhappy? Oh, bash my eye bones, he cried. He was speaking the words of worriedness. He is worried so much after getting the second dream. Waving the jar in the air, I come all this way to get lovely golden dreams. And what is I catching? Again, grammatical mistake. It is not what is I catching. It is what am I catching. Okay, but as again it is spoken by our BFG who has not studied the grammar properly. So, please consider what am I catching. Now the BFG is saying that he is coming all this way far from his house to catch golden dreams. And what did he catch today? What are you catching? Sophie said. I is catching a frightsome Troggle Humper, he cried. He's telling that instead of catching another golden dream or good dream, he has caught a Troggle Humper, a nightmare, a very bad dream. This is a bad, bad dream. It is worse than a bad dream. It is a nightmare. Oh dear, Sophie said. What will we do? What will you do with that? Now Sophie is saying that as we have got a bad, bad dream, what are we going to do with that? Now let us go to page number 4. I is never never letting it go. The BFG cried. If I do, then some little toddler will be having the most curd-bloodling time. This one is a real Kixie bog thumper. I is exploding it as soon as I get home. The BFG is telling Sophie that this dream which they have got in another jar is a very bad dream. If this dream goes into the ears of toddlers, then they are going to have very bad time. Their blood would freeze. And the BFG is going to explode that dream. He is going to burst that bad dream so that no young children is going to have it. Nightmares are horrible, Sophie said. I had once and I woke up sweating all over. She's telling that she once had a bad dream and she woke up with sweat all over. With this one, you would be waking up screaming all over, the BFG said. This one would make your teeth stand on end. If this one got into you, your blood would be freezing to icicles. And your skin would go creeping across the floor. Now, the BFG is explaining the badness of the dream. That it is worst dream which you are going to have. If I let this dream into young children's ears, then their skin would go creeping across the floor. That means they are going to have a very hard time. Their blood would be freezing. It is that scary. Now Sophie says, is it as bad as that? It's worst, cried the BFG. This is a real whoopsie grob switcher. You said it was a troggle humper, Sophie told him. Now, the BFG is trying to express the intensity of the dream, that how worse it is. And Sophie is telling that you told that it is a bad dream, but is it that much bad that the children are going to have that hard time? The BFG said, yes, it is. It is a troggle humper, cried the exasperated BFG. Now the BFG is very annoyed. He told that it is a troggle humper, a very, very, very bad dream. But it is also a bog thumper and a grob switcher. He is telling that it is also just like an engine. Okay? So it is a very bad one. And grob switcher means it is very powerful, it is very large, it is very bad. It is all three riddled into one. He is telling that all the bad things, they are merged into one. That type of dream it is. Oh, I is so glad. I is clutching it tight. Now again our BFG is using wrong grammar. He is telling, oh, I is glad. It should be, oh, I am so glad. I am clutching it tight. Now the BFG is telling that he is very glad. He is very happy that he has got this bad dream before it went into the ears of young children. Ah, you wicked beastie! You, he cried,
holding up the jar and staring into it. Now, the BFG is telling that you are very bad. He is telling it to the jar. Never more is you going to be bunk doodling the poor little human beanie toddlers. He's telling that you are not going to scare the young children. I am not letting you to do so. Sophie, who was also staring into the glass jar, cried out, I can see it. There's something in there. Sophie told that, yes, BFG, even I can see it. There is something in there. Of course there is something in there, the BFG said. You is looking at a frightsome trouble-humper. Again the BFG is using the wrong grammar. It should be you are looking at. Okay, so they are now talking with each other. The BFG is telling Sophie that yes, it is something in there and that is a very bad dream, frightsome trouble-humper. It is a very scary one. But you told me dreams were invisible. She is telling that BFG, you had told me that we cannot see dreams when we catch them. They are invisible. Then how can I see this? They is always invisible until they is captured, the BFG told her. Now again the BFG is using the wrong grammar. It is not they is, it will be they are. They are always invisible until they are captured. The BFG said that yes, dreams are invisible, but if we capture them, then only we can see them. After that, they is losing a little of their invisibility. He is telling that after we catch the dreams in the jar, they are losing a little of their invisibility. That means we can slightly see them when we catch them. We is seeing this one very clearly. Again wrong grammar. It is not we is, it should be we are. We are seeing this one very clearly. He is telling that see, we can see it clearly now. Inside the jar, Sophie could see the faint scarlet outline of something that looked like a mixture between a blob of gas and a bubble of jelly. Now Sophie is observing the jar carefully. She could see something that is a mixture of blob of gases, that is looking like gas and bubble of jelly both. It was moving violently, thrashing against the sides of the jar and forever changing shape. Now as Sophie is observing, the bad dream is constantly changing its shape and it is very violent. It is very violent, very wild. It is thrashing against the sides of the jar, moving here and there inside the jar. Now, it's wiggling all over the place. Sophie cried. It's fighting to get out. It'll bash itself to bits. Now Sophie is saying that the bad dream is moving all around in the jar and it is crashing all over the walls of the jar. If it will continue to move around like this, it will burst itself. The nastier the dream, the angrier it is getting when it is in prison, the BFG said. The BFG is saying that how intense is the dream, and that much angry it gets whenever we have caught it. It is the same as with wild animals. If an animal is very fierce and you is putting it in a cage, it will make a tremendous rumple-dumpus. He is telling Sophie and comparing the bad dream with wild animals. He is telling that if we catch any wild animal, how fierce it becomes, and it creates a lot of noise because it wants to get out of the cage. Same is with this bad dream also. If it is a nice animal like cockatoo or a foggle-frump, it will sit quietly. The BFG is saying that if it was a nice animal, cool animal, then it will sit quietly. Cockatoo and foggle-frump are very good animals who sit quietly, who are very good-natured. Dream is exactly the same. This one is a nasty, fierce, bog-rotting nightmare. Now he is telling that it is very bad dream, very bad. Just look at him splashing himself against the glass. Now that dream is splashing itself against the glass, here and there. It's quite frightening, Sophie cried. Sophie said that it is very scary. I would be hating to get this one inside me on a darksome night, the BFG said. Now you imagine if the BFG is saying that even he will be afraid of getting such type of dream, then how bad the dream would be. So would I, Sophie said. Sophie said that yes, even I will be afraid. I don't want to get this dream. The BFG started putting the bottles back into the suitcase. Now you remember we had discussed on the first page that when BFG had come, he had come with his suitcase and he had put all the jars on the ground ready to catch good dreams. But now when he has got a bad dream, he was upset and he has started putting back all the bottles back into his suitcase. Is that all? Sophie asked. Are we going? I is so upset by this struggle humping, bog thumping grob switcher, the BFG said, that I is not wishing to go on. Dream catching is finished for today. Now the BFG is much upset. He is telling that as I have got this very, very, very bad dream, I don't want to catch any more dreams now. I am upset. I want to go home now. So let us pack up. And he said that dream catching is finished for today. Now we will come some other day. Okay? Enjoyed the story, children? Yes, even I enjoyed explaining this one to all of you. See, these stories teach us many new words. So, if we want to keep those words in our mind for a longer period of time, we need to revise them. So, same thing I am suggesting all of you that if you want to understand all the words which we have learnt in this chapter properly, then you will have to keep on revising it. Read this chapter once again whenever you get time, and if there are any concerns, any confusions, then you can ask me during advisory time. Okay? Wasn't that exciting? As I told, the giant was different from others. How different? You have already observed the qualities of the giant when we were going through the chapter. Right? More we are going to talk about in our next video lecture. Along with this video lecture, you are going to get a worksheet which you have to do as homework. There are 2 questions given in the worksheet. Question number 1 is true or false. There are some statements or some sentences given in the worksheet which you are going to read and you are going to find out whether they are true or false, because they are based on the same story which we have learned or which we have read just now. Question number 2 are short question answers. They are again based on the same story, same chapter, but you will be able to answer them only if you are going to read the chapter again and minutely. Okay? There are 2 ways of doing the worksheet. I have already given space in the worksheet. If you want to fill up the worksheet, if you want to write answers in the same worksheet, you may take the printout. Or if you are going to write the worksheet or copy the worksheet in your rough book, then you have to take care of the neatness. Thank you and best of luck for your worksheet. See you all again